shit. Ladies and gentlemen, awesome. I love you guys. How's it going? This is great. I wasn't going anywhere with that one. I guess I could talk about the political sphere for a second. Let's make everybody cringe a little bit. I want to cringe. Okay, I figured out a trick. This works on most people. That I've got one-word phrase, couple-word phrase that makes everyone cringe. It's called Donald J. Trump. I feel like it's like, like in Harry Potter, how they're the bad guys, Voldemort, and in the Harry Potter universe, it's against the law to even say his name, and it's taboo to talk about him. That's like Donald right now. It's like everyone like talks around Donald, not about Donald. The Donald, Donster, Donny boy, big orange baby man. I mean, I'm going to assume that there are no neo-Nazis in the audience today who have a problem with me riffing on our neo-Nazi president. And I'm going to go for edgy, Sam. Edgy. No, when it was the fabled 2016 election, I did not vote for a man. I voted for a wall. Amen. A wall. I'm not a man, a wall. I voted for a wall. But he decided to put it on the wrong border. We got to get it up on the northern border. Up to block off Kanukistan. Block off where there's the northernmost. I don't want no syrup chugging, flannel back, rush loving, poutine eaters coming down here. No, sir. I don't want no moose man baby polluting my nurseries and my daycare centers. I don't want that. Get out, deported. So I was very disappointed to see that I was going to be on the Mexican border. I even got to fantasizing about how cool the wall could be. You could have it's to be so long, the Canadian border's so long, you could make such a huge wall, better than the Great Wall of China. Way better. You can see ours from not just space, but like super space, man, where the aliens are watching us from. Like where we haven't even been. You can see it from there. That'd be how great it would be. You have like a whole mural to the Dukes of Hazzard. Whole mile or so dedicated to Johnny Cash, to the 1972 Ford Mustang. Do that. I'm running out of steam on this one, so. Working on an impression. I like doing impressions. If you could name an accent, I could probably do it. Please don't tell me to do anything offensive. I think I don't do that. I'm not going to do that. I think it's entirely, there are certain accents that you're allowed to do, certain accents that you're not allowed to do. I'm not going to say which one's which, but I am going to say that I feel like it's okay to do a British accent. I think British accents are fair game. I think for the hundreds of years of bullshit and colonialism and all that garbage, they caused a lot of problems for the whole world. With their empire. Get out of here with that. We don't want a king. I'm all revved up because I just watched this show on Netflix called Turn about Washington's spies in the Revolutionary War. It's fucking awesome. Super spy shit with muskets and redcoats. God damn, they said if you can play a drinking game with this show, every time they say redcoat, take a shot. Boom, you're fucked. There's intrigue. There's a love triangle that turns into a love pentagram in a non-satanical way. God, I wish that show turned satanic. That would have been such a great show. So off topic here. I forget what I was talking about. Accents, god damn it. British accents are perfectly okay to do. I mean, you could do this one, I call this one the Queen. Hello! Hello! I copied that from Kids in the Hall. They're this 90s sketch comedy group. If you've heard of Kids in the Hall, great 90s sketch comedy group from Canada, you know comedy, alright? Some people say, Sam, you tell jokes, and I'm like, I try. They're like, what are your favorite comedians? What the hell is that? Just gotta check every time. I love a lot of sketch comedy. I like Kids in the Hall. If you're a kid now, you probably haven't seen Kids in the Hall, because I shouldn't have even seen it, because it's way before my time. I'm a millennial, but I cannot do the Snapchat or the Instagram. I don't know what that is. No, I know what it is. It's great. Good stuff. Brings people together. Facebook tears people apart, though. Facebook does a great job of ripping people to shreds. Or Facebook's like a safe dog fighting ring. You know, just made that up. Yeah, it's like, you know, just it's but with like 20 million, 200 million dogs, and they're us, and they make us fight, and they throw in bait called fake news, like CNN. Fucking fake news.
Yeah, right.
Get the hell out. No, it's no. Whatever. Yeah, right. Yeah, good old chair. Don't make chairs like this anymore. It's an American-made chair. I had a chair like this in my dining room.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry I got so fired up earlier about kicking out the Canadians. If you're Canadian in the audience, I really apologize. I have a shocking secret I'd like to admit to you, my comedy audience. I am a Canadian, and so I know about them, and I know how you can get rid of them. So if you come on, meet me behind the place later, we figure out how we can take care of this Canadian problem once and for all. Catch my drift. No, Canada's great. I love Canada. Canada's a great place. You know, everyone's really nice. You get great food that clogs your arteries. It's called like poutine and fish and chips. That's what I only eat when I go up there. Fantastic stuff. You know, if you think about like our governmental agencies, our countries are pretty similar. You know, you got the FBI over here, and you got the Mounties up there. You got guys who are like trained like the army to solve crimes and kick ass and do desk work for the most part. I don't know what they do. Top secret. And then you got our guys up in Canada who got the horses and the spiffy red jackets. Hey, I want one of those. When I was a kid, I wanted one of those so bad. God damn it, those Mounties, they're beautiful, you know. You know, it's great. They don't look stupid at all. Shut up. Great looking uniforms. That's awesome. No, Mounties are like cops. They're like state cops, pretty much. But with jurisdiction over the whole of Canada. Because Canada's a big place, but not a lot of people. We don't need that many cops. You don't really need that many cops anywhere. People don't really hurt each other very often. I'm going to be onto something there. Less cops. Let's get less cops.
Yeah,
Let's get more Let's just be more responsible, please. Let's just be more responsible. I don't know. No, the police should be more responsible. Lafayette police is nice. I do all sorts of crazy stuff in my sweet car ride, and they don't even notice me. Call it what you want. I call it a Honda Fit. It's a trick. Okay, if you ever have a problem, you know. I don't know, if you ever have a problem, you know, maybe you speed too much, or maybe you run too many stop signs, and maybe you got a lot of points off on your license due to traffic infractions, I recommend picking up a Honda Fit from Honda. Taste the Honda. I recommend picking one of those up because mine's bright red and no one notices me. It's tiny, it's red, you got so much cargo space, no one notices. It's fantastic. It's great. I in Boulder, Colorado, ran a stop sign in front of a cop, a California style. I didn't like blow through it. It was a California style, how they drive in Colorado. They say Colorado drivers are bad. Well, I ran red. You can say you committed a crime after the fact. You're allowed to do that. Maybe I'm lying because it's a joke. I'm telling the truth. Censor that one. Message to me in the future. I'm recording this for the internet. Hello, internet. 2 people, if you're watching this, fantastic. No, it's going to be great. That's for the future. One time when I was on LSD, I said to myself, I'm going to send myself a message to the future. Okay? And then my buddy turned to me and he said, isn't that just remembering things? And I'm like, listen, man. And if you've ever been on LSD before, you might know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, and if you're under... Oh wait, there's no age limit because it's still illegal. There should be an age limit and it should be legal. What are we doing? It worked for weed. It worked for everything else. Come on, let's give it a shot. You, chair. No. Been watching this show called Ultimate Beastmaster. It's like Ninja Warrior. It's an amazing show. It reminded me that I have aspirations to make my own awesome fitness-based game shows. The first one, it's a plan, okay? I got a plan of when we can air this. And we're gonna have to air it at least 10 years into the future. Because it's, as it stands, the going rate of how desensitized general television watchers are getting, and how lower the ages of the watchers are getting, and the combination of that and the desensitization of the violence, right? I watch anything on TV, you know? I watched my first UFC fight the other night. There was so much blood in that ring, I had no idea you're allowed to show that on television. That's how Canadian I am. I didn't know you could. I thought you could only see that much blood on the ice and a Leafs game. You ever tailgate a Leafs game? It's better than any orgasm you ever had in your life. Tailgating the Leafs game. The Toronto Maple Leafs are a hockey team, you know. Anyways, where was I going? Damn it, I always do this to myself. I am just having a ball. Having a great time. Just hanging out, telling stand-up comedy. Sam Blackwood. Trying to remember when I was talking about it. Leafs game. Toronto Maple Leafs. Started to think about hockey. It's like in the Canadians reset button. My game shows. Friday night knife fights at 7 p.m. right after dinner. 2 men enter, 1 knife in the center of the ring. Death waivers. Sign the waiver. Don't sue anyone when you die in the ring. People are going to be dying. It's a knife fight on television. It's that simple. People would watch the shit up. Coming up next, Friday Night Knife Fights, brought to you by Mountain Dew, Red Bull, and Doritos Blood Flavor. I don't know, that's a commercial in 10 years. It's in 10 years. Think about where we're going to be in 10 years. It's going to be crazy. Can't even imagine it. I can't imagine it, and I like to think I'm hip to those news happenings. I don't know. Friday Night Knife Fights. It's going to be fantastic. Ultimate Beastmaster is going to be a lot like the show that I got in mind. It's called Blood Slide. It's where you get like a bunch of blood, and it's like an obstacle course covered in a flowing river of blood. And it's going to be sanitary somehow, or you're going to have to sign a death warrant. Death warrants! Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Death warrant. So if you put your fate in the hands of Carl's Jr. and various international multi-conglomerates, you can have your chance at $1 million prize by navigating a bloody obstacle course. Maybe pig blood. Probably you can't really do human blood. Hey man, how'd you get all that human blood for Blood Slide? Blood Slide scandal. How'd all that human blood get there? Tonight at 11.